Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And we are going to go ahead and continue where we left off. Now, you can see that most of my guys are still sleeping, and the only reason that I started recording again before they were done was that nothing I did could stop my guys from constantly getting attacked. This is clearly going to be a much harder level. They're going to be attacking us a lot more often, it seems. So I think my first duty to my guys to make sure that they survive and that we can actually do something. These mummies up here, they just keep spawning. There's more of them over here. If you zoom out, you'll see there's more over here. They just do not stop coming. And right now, my guys really cannot take them on very well, especially considering most of my guys are sleeping. So when they do fight, they fight, one at a time, which is pretty much the most horrible way your guys can fight at this moment. Maybe later on when they're a little stronger, that won't be the case. But for now, they kind of need to be in packs. So what we're going to go ahead and do, now that we got a little bit of wood, not much, but a little bit of wood, we're going to go ahead and make some pickaxes. Now we need this so that we can get some better resources. We also need these so that we can dig a little faster down here and get a few more things done so that we can upgrade and protect our guys. Now we will make wooden armor here pretty soon because, as I said before, I think armor is going to be key in this. It's going to be one of those necessity things that if you don't take the time to do it like we didn't in the last two levels, it wasn't really something we needed. I think if you kind of skimp on that kind of defense, you're going to have the floor wiped with you on this one. So it's definitely something you need to do. So we are going to make 7 of those. It's probably too many. We probably could have got away with making a little bit less than that, but we are about to get our 8th dwarf, so that's not going to be that big of a deal because one of our dwarves already has that weapon. So we can make one of these pieces of armor, almost 2, but we're going to be a little short. We're going to be short on 1. So let's do this. We have plenty of leaves, and I think we have a little bit of rope. Yeah, just a little bit, not much. So let's make 1 and see, can we make any more rope? No, we don't have any more wool. And I didn't find out how to use those shears yet. It's going to be interesting. There has to be a way to do it. The scissors, I should say. I can't right-click on them or anything. I don't know how to use these things, unfortunately. We'll figure it out as we play, I'm sure. Until we do, the only option we have is to kill those guys. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. Kind of like to save them if I can, but you don't always have that option. Now, most of my guys are finally waking up. I did put a little bit of food down over here, as you can see. There's a little bit of meat. We really didn't have all that much meat. Yeah, what a surprise. My guys are under attack constantly. There's not a whole lot they can do without getting attacked. The daylight doesn't seem to be a safe place for them either. It seems, day or night, these little mummies are just even a bigger nuisance than the Yetis. I thought the Yetis were bad. But it seems as you progress through the game, you're going to be fighting harder and harder guys. Great. Is he going to survive? Yeah. But you can see it just whittles down their health just a little bit more. And in the course of like 5 or 10 minutes, all your dwarves have been whittled down to almost nothing. And basically, you're going to have to sleep a whole lot. So I think comfort is going to be a huge deal. The better comfort rating you have or average you have, the faster they sleep. Let's see. Oh, got one of these guys down here. Now, I did tell them to put a light, but they're a little slow on doing that, so that might be why that guy spawned. You can definitely feel the difficulty increased. I would say probably like 4 or 5-fold. The other levels were super easy, almost to the point. There's a little bug up here. Every time they climb down that little area, it seems to freak them out a little bit, but yeah, and the other levels, I never really found it to be difficult at all. And yet, in this one, at the very beginning of the match, I've already found it to be almost a little too hard. You know, if you're not paying attention and you're not doing what you need to do, you're starting to run into some issues. So, let's see. We need wood. We need wood for the wooden armor. So we're going to come back up here. This is going to be dangerous, because we may have to stray away from our base just a little bit. And that may pose some risk. Okay, so we got a little bit of trees over here. Not enough, though, so let me zoom out a little bit. Come over here. Some trees over here, as well as some of these beasts, which we could kill for food. We need the meat, unfortunately. We need a little change in food. They no longer will eat the coconuts. It's just not something that they want on their menu. So let's Let's get them out here and kill these two. I kind of regret doing it, but I don't know if you can capture these later on and create a farm. If you can, I'm sure we'll use some of them then, but until we can get that ability, we're really left with just trying to survive. And when you're trying to survive, if you have to kill animals to do it, it's really unfortunate, but it's just something you have to do. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that in this circumstance. Now, none of these guys have axes yet. I haven't had the iron or the wood, mainly the wood, to spare. I do got a little bit of iron still left, just a little bit, but we got plenty of it down in our base. I just haven't even mined it because it really hasn't been something we needed. The wood, on the other hand, pretty much anytime you start a level, wood is going to be your number one concern. And then even as the game progresses, because so much things use wood, you just never have enough. You always have to stop and go off and harvest, 200, 300 pieces of it, and it just goes away so quick. I don't know if he's going to win that one. He's getting hurt quite a bit. He's not doing much damage. Okay, so he might be okay now that there's 2 of them. 3 of them. I don't know. He's down to 1 heart. No, he's running. No, he's not running. He just got knocked off. And you can see it's already time for him to sleep again. So, yeah, it just, man, these guys get hurt so quick. And I wish I could at least give them the books so that they can learn, but I'm so low on coins because I've done so little digging that I can't even do that yet. Come on, get that meat. Yes, that's what we need. So sorry, little guy. But you would have died in a tornado anyways. And for those of you who haven't seen the tornadoes, they are crazy looking. They're actually really cool. I never even assumed that they were going to throw something like that in there on this level. But I'm very glad they did. It's very interesting to see something like that. So, you see, he's not going to be able to get all that. Let's put another portal right there. It's a little bit of waste on power. But thankfully, I guess you could say, I don't really use a lot of power in this playthrough just yet. I haven't really started using my portals that much, so it's really not that big of a deal. Plus, you level so quickly at this point that you're going to get all that power back. Every time you level, you get a full bar of power. So at this point, it's really not that big of a deal. We got plenty of trees over here. Okay, so that's going to be enough for our armor, I think, to make everybody a nice little set. So 17 pieces, yeah. Let's come in here. We'll make a few more. Now, I think the thing that's going to stop us is the rope, right? I think we only have like 1 piece left, maybe 2. We'll have to see here in a second. We have 1, so we need to go out and get a little bit more from somewhere. The thing about that is you don't always get rope from killing those, or not rope, but wool from killing those llamas. And so if I could figure out how to use the scissors, although I guess maybe the reason we can't use the scissors is because the llamas don't work that way. I mean, they give you wool, but maybe they're not meant to be used with scissors where the sheep clearly were. In fact, let me check the shop again. Maybe they got a different kind of scissors. They do have wool in here that I could just buy, but again, I don't want to spend the cash on that. It's kind of rare right now, and I want to save it for something that's really important, like the books. Let's see. I could buy traps. Oh, those are wooden cages. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could buy the farm fence and the traps, place traps in animal habitats to catch the animals. I just don't think I'd get very much out of that. I think I want to wait on that. Scissors are needed to cut sheep's wool. So maybe, again, like it says, sheep's wool. Not any kind of wool, just sheep. So maybe that's why I can't use it. Or do they make a different kind? Let's see. Anything in here at all? No, I mean, it looks all the same to me. Yeah, there's nothing different there, unfortunately. So we are going to buy a warrior's book. One of my guys will come out here and pick that up eventually. There's some nice stuff in here. What is this? A caged bird. An angry bird in a cage. It amuses the dwarves. I think we actually built one of those last time. I don't think I placed it down, though. So that's kind of interesting. And then you got food. Now, you can buy 10 of these for 1 gold. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that just to give my guys a little bit of change in food until I can buy something better, because Yeah, it's just not very... Hopefully these birds don't eat it. That would be interesting if they did. That would suck really bad. You'd have to really pay attention to what was around when you toss the stuff out here. That would be a nuisance. Now these guys have thankfully found their way into a ditch and are no longer an issue for me. I kind of like that quite a bit, actually. my guys are starting to be able to take a break for a minute. As you can see, this guy, you need to go rest, man. You're really hurt. You're fine. You're already sleeping. So I got 2 guys sleeping, and probably another 2 guys that could get some sleep. Yeah, I mean, really just one more guy. Yeah, I'll tell you, go to sleep. Just in case. Because you guys take it so hard. Now, what do we got here? Hunter's Book. Learn how to catch dinner instead of becoming dinner. That's going to be pretty nice. Now, I do... Oh, there's a little cave down here. Got to be careful with that if we dig down. And another little cave here. Okay, so we do need to get some iron going here pretty soon. So let's get a little bit of that. Not too much. We don't need a whole lot of it. But we do need a little bit. And we'll cut across over here just to give ourselves a nice little tunnel that we have to work with, whatever this is down here. We need to start getting some mushrooms as well. We need to think ahead and start getting some of this stuff. Again, we're in attacking mode. As I said before, they're just attacking all the time. Now, I should put on that armor that I made and just been sitting there. So let me do that real quick. Let me put this on this guy and this one here. Now, everybody has a weapon, yes. Everybody has pickaxes. Yes, they do. And the pickaxes that I've told them to make, they haven't had time to do that yet. So they haven't actually made those. So unfortunately, until they do, my guys are left using the little crappy stone pickaxes and stone axes. Wow, this guy has a lot of hit points. They're going to do it, but man, it just cost my guys so much health. Okay, let's see. We got some more trees over here. Actually, quite a few trees. That's going to be cool. Yeah, that's going to come in handy right there. Did they ever come over here and get that book and those apples? No, they did not. Okay, do we have any wool yet? No, we do not. Dang it. Yeah, we're going to have to come over here and kill these things. That's going to be dangerous. I wish I could find a better sheep. A better llama, I should say. It's dark out here, man. It's so dark you can barely see anything at all. Now there's a couple of those little mummies. Another little thing over here. And the end of the map. Wow, there's not very many llamas on this map. And I haven't killed that many. I've actually only killed, I believe, 2. Under attack again. Who's attacking? Oh, there they are. So he was coming over here to get the resources and got attacked by this stupid little mummy. Man, those guys everywhere, man. I don't know how we're going to deal with that. We're going to have to put up some guard towers here as soon as possible. As soon as we can do that, I think it's going to be an amazing little asset to have. But again, you don't get the Tesla towers into almost the very end of the game. Oh, here we go. We can do this. So this guy was drowning. You could see that on his health bar. So let's attack this, this. We're going to wipe out everything over here, actually. We're going to get the trees. If we're going to come out here, we're going to do it full bore. Get this tree over here. Let me go ahead and put a couple of timers on here just to make it extend a little bit longer. Because with the llamas, the animals, and all these trees, yeah, it's going to take them a while to kill all this stuff. Now, this guy is hurt, but thankfully he's not going back home yet. He's going to go ahead and chop some stuff down. Now, the animal was still chasing him, which is kind of weird because he's not normally aggro. So I guess once you tick him off, that's pretty much the end of it. If you don't kill him, he's going to chase you down. Now, thankfully, we got his attention on something else. So that's not really that big of a deal, but we'll have to see. And I do apologize if the sound is a little weird. I am using a new pop filter so that you guys don't have to worry about hearing those pops anymore when I say, you know, like Peter Piper picked a pepper, you know, those kind of things. Hopefully that did not pop your speakers and blow them out like they were doing before. Although my headset is a little bit heavier now, and so it's creaking a little bit, so I'm going to have to work on that on the next video. We'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the new sound. I think it's a little bit better, but with that little popping, that's very, very annoying, even in my own ear. So I'm pretty sure that this video might have to be tone down just a little bit and fix that. So let's see. You're almost done with it. Man, this guy has a huge amount of hit points. It's crazy. A little bit too many, actually. Okay, so they killed him. They're going to do the llamas first. There's another llama right here, right on top of the old one. I wish I could get more of my guys out here, but I think they're all sleeping. Let's see, what are the other ones doing? Sleeping, sleeping. You're awake, but you're not doing anything. There's plenty of food there, guys. Eat something. Let's see, what else do we have? Nothing, 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 nope. Put another fire pit down. In fact, we'll do that right there. Just so that they can make a little bit more mills if they want to. We got coal over here we'll eventually have to pick up. What are they doing? Are they still chopping this stuff down? Yeah. And there's a little guy down there, dang it. It's more stuff. More stuff for my guys to do. Let's see, have they ever made my pickaxes? No, they didn't. I did tell them to do that, right? I told them to make 6 of them that I remember. And I used the iron for it. And they never made it. They took my resources. They took the wood. Yeah, they took the wood and they took the iron ore, and I never got anything from it. Did they just drop it on the ground? I mean, where are those? They sure did. There they are right there. They made the pickaxes, dropped them on the ground, and then never bothered to come back over here and pick them up. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is let them finish doing what they're doing before I tell them to do even one more task. And in fact, I will go ahead and get rid of this stuff, because if I get rid of this stuff, then they'll go back and start picking up resources or finish doing this stuff over here. And there's just tons and tons of stuff down here on the ground that they haven't even bothered picking up. And I don't have the little spell that I can cast to have my little minions do it for me. Dang it. I probably shouldn't have told them to chop that tree down. I can't resist the wood, though. But my portal over here is kind of going to waste. Wow, this is a long way off. Here we go. We need the wool. We need that wool over here and over here. We need the meat. And we definitely need all these trees. Come on, guys. I know it's far, but you can do it. Let's see, what else? Now, I thought this would have leveled this up, but apparently you don't get very much for that. So, do we want to do this? It's a lot of wood. We don't want to do that. We want to hold off. Yeah. I would like to level this up, but again, it's too much wood, and we need to have some armor. Again, it's not the greatest. It's only 4 protection, but it's better than nothing at this point. And considering we get to fight so much, and we have another wave coming in just a little under 4 minutes, yeah, we need that. Otherwise, even with it, I don't know if we're going to survive this. It's going to be close. Our guys are going to have to be full life and ready to go. And as you can see, they don't really survive that long. They still haven't even come over here and picked up all those apples that I bought. This stuff might go to waste if they don't pick it up pretty soon. So it does look like a couple of them got picked up, maybe. Did they pick up a couple? Yeah, they sure did. They picked up 5. So we can make some of these mixed salads. Let's do that. That's going to level us up a little bit too. Not too terribly much, but this is the best time to do it. Now I need to make one more, and that would have leveled us up. So we're a little off on that one. What about this? We do have the meat. Yes, we do. And we do have the leaves and a little bit of the coal. Okay, so we can do that. So let's make a few of those. And by a few, I mean pretty much as many as I can. It's kind of nice to do it ahead of time because eventually you're going to use all of that. You're going to give that food to your dwarves. So you might as well do it now when you get experience off of it and while you have the resources. Because later on, chances are you're going to forget. You're going to get busy doing other things and you're not going to have time. So let's put some of these salads over here. And he's eating some of the coconuts. What about, and we're down to 1 salad, so let's put that down. Well, it seemed like a lot of food, but no, it went pretty quick. What is my comfort rating? 26%. That's not too hot. So we are going to put a few more walls down, as I said we were going to. There we go. Replace earth. Replace earth. Task complete. Cut down 30 trees. Okay, we've done that. Replace earth. And we'll do One more row. There we go. So we'll do 6 a day. That seems like a good idea. What else do we have over here? New technology, tech tree. Okay. Getting a little bit more experience. You can see we're getting really close to leveling. Now we can finally do glass, clay, bottles, and oil. And we don't really use any of that stuff for anything right now. Glass is going to be incredibly useful, and the bottles and the oil are going to be incredibly useful, but not for some time. So I almost don't want to even mess with that right now. What I want to do is finish this up. That way we can... What are we looking for in this next one? I guess the traps. I guess wooden traps will be the biggest thing we need, so we need to work on our weaponry a little bit more. And I'm trying to, if they will ever decide to go off and get any of that wool for me, but I keep giving them too many tasks, and they don't want to go over there. They haven't even come over here to get this wood. So, dang it. I may just have to... I just may have to take one of them over there myself. I told myself I wouldn't give them any more tasks, but it's really, really hard not to in this game. Because that's kind of the whole point of the game is to direct these guys, and you just get into the habit of telling them to do more and more stuff. So, yeah, we will have to see how this turns out. But we're down to 2 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna make. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna get any of that wool in time. Let me see. No, stop doing that. Control you. We're going through, buddy. Actually, I'll release you. I want somebody who doesn't have anything on their character. That way, when I stop them and drop them, or release their control over there, they can pick up as much as possible. Dang it! You picked up something too. No, you didn't. You dropped it. So let's see. No, I was telling you to jump. Now this uses power every time they do that. There we go. Can we go? Climb. There we go. Did they pick up the wool, or did the wool disappear? I'm guessing the wool probably disappeared. Let me close this down. Let's go into our craft. Do we have wool? Yes, we have wool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's do as many of those as possible. Yep, that's what we want. And now we can do as many of these as possible. How much wood do we have? 31. That's not too bad. That's going to be a nice little chunk of our armor. Now, I believe they still have to make this. No, they don't. It's instant. So we want... 6 is probably good. It's probably fine for now. We might need some more later on, but I won't worry about that till then. So you already have some. Let's put you right there. Make sure you guys are as equipped as possible. This is going to be kind of cool. We never really took the time and the effort to give all of our guys really good equipment right off the bat. So this is kind of interesting. This is a new way to play. What about stone axe? You need a stone axe. You don't have one yet, but that's okay. Yeah, that's going to be good right there. Until they pick up the rest of those axes, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So let's head back over to town. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock till that wave comes. And I'm counting down the seconds because, man, they wiped our butt last time. And it wasn't because we weren't trying. It's just... our guys were kind of stupid. They went over there and they attacked one at a time rather than all together. And that's the way I like the enemy to attack me, so that all my dwarves can just sit there and beat on one guy at a time. But that is not how I want my guys to attack. I kind of wish that you could put them in formation, or give them a little bit of instructions on how to attack. You're a ranged guy. Your position is to stand here on a cliff and shoot down, or you're a melee guy. Your position is to stand at the doorway, and if anybody makes it through, kill these guys, or something like that. Like defend or patrol, or some kind of little control over your dwarves, other than taking control of them individually, which you really can't do too easily in a fight. I mean, you can only control one dwarf at a time, so given that, there's only so much you can do. Let's see, have they picked up this stuff? No, they still have not picked this stuff up. Let's come over here and get this. I think if we could chop this little crystal down, we'll put them in the right area, and they may go ahead and pick up a couple of these pickaxes. Although it's really not that important right now since the new wave is about to hit us. Let's see. Well, I was going to check their life, but it's too late for that. You're actually fine. Let's see. Anybody else? No, you need to go to sleep. What about sleeping? Okay. Go back. So where was that? It's too busy doing other stuff. It came on the other side this time, on the left side. Right? There they come. Wow. Okay, so we got one ogre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 small skeletons. 2 big skeletons and a shield guy. Wow, that's gonna be rough. Okay, guys. How do I want to do this? I want them all to attack at the same time. I guess just tell them to attack. All of them at the same time. Okay, we'll see how this goes. You guys all have good weapons as best as I can give you. You all have armor, at least the best I can give you as far as that goes as well. And they all have hats. They don't have any footwear yet, but they seem to be holding their own, kind of. I mean, 2 guys against 7, 8. That seemed to last a decent amount. Now you're almost dead. You need to go back down. Come on. Kill somebody at least. Oh, he took off running. He was like, forget that. I ain't doing that. Holy crap. Is he going to get... Oh, wow. That big skeleton, man. I tell you, he packs a wallop. He has a huge, huge weapon. You can see it. He's dragging it there on the ground. That's like a big, giant ball. No, no, no. My guys are stuck. Get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Oh, they got one on their own. There you go. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're going to be able to do this one. I think they're going to have to run it. Oh, crap. They're in my base. They're in my base. I should have put a wall here. I should have closed it off when they were losing. They're going to have to get through my hatch. It looks like one of my guys is chasing after him. Is he going to kill him? Yeah, he'll probably kill that guy. But he probably will not kill these other guys. And I didn't lose anybody. Not yet. Okay, he's trapped over here. Where are my guys? They don't like it over here. Oh, wow, yeah. Let's put a portal down. I don't think that's going to help too much because they're just going to zap right back into the danger, but maybe they can get around this guy at the very least and come back over here and jump into the base as quick as possible. This guy's not going to make it. Are you going to make it? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, my God, that was close. How about this guy? No life either. Everybody come back down. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get back into safety. Let me close the door. Nobody else is getting out. Nobody else is getting out. Nobody else is getting in. You're under attack, low fourth. Okay. So, let's go ahead and tell everybody to go to sleep. That should be a given. They should already know to go to sleep, but it seems like they're not. This guy's still awake, which is fine. He's one of the few people with a little bit of health. You need to go to bed. No! And now my house walls are destroyed and nobody can sleep. This is not going to end well, guys. Oh, great. I'm going to lose some people here, I bet. Dang it. Don't fall down. Do not fall down. If you fall down, half of you guys will die. I'm surprised they're not destroying my tables and things. I don't know what we can do if they don't... Oh, we lost one. Dang it. I don't know what to do because if the house walls don't get fixed, they can't go to sleep. And if they can't go to sleep, they can't kill these guys. And if they can't kill these guys, they can't fix the house walls. And it's like this vicious circle that I think in the end is probably going to cost me most of my dwarves. I think most of them are going to have to die, come back full life, and then needle these guys down or whittle these guys down. Just, you know, little bit by little bit, I guess. And he just lost most of his life right there because he's an idiot. They're supposed to have fixed the climbing skill so they don't do that as often. I don't notice any difference whatsoever. They seem completely and totally stupid to me on that one. Yeah, now they're stuck over here. Yes, you fell down. You can't jump with nothing. I gotta remember that. Maybe make some traps there. You gonna fall down right here too? That'll at least put you out of my way. This is a hatch, right? What is this? Let's see, do we have a hatch? Any hatches left? Yeah, that's the wooden hatch. We can put that back. So let's put the wooden hatch back in. If they get lucky, actually, I will select you, take control over you, and I will put the hatch in myself. That way they can at least go back to sleep. There we go. Okay, you're released. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. Oh, it's that stupid little bug where they're stuck on top. Nope. it was because the house hadn't updated yet. Okay. Oh, another zombie. Not a zombie, mummy. Okay, so that's ridiculous. We're gonna have to do something about that. House complete. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and call the episode here, guys, because I want to mess around with my mic just a little bit more. And it seems like I just freaked the game out because I can't stop it from moving left unless I hold down the right arrow key. So there we go. Fixed it. Okay, so again, guys, if you do enjoy these videos, I do apologize for the randomness of this one. I was all over the place on this episode. I do thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, definitely helps grow my channel. Make sure you guys leave comments down below. I want to know what you think of this new level, as well as the new mic. I'm going to go ahead and listen to this episode before I make another one. Hopefully that popping noise I kept hearing where my headset kept moving around because of the weight of this new pop filter. We can fix that. Maybe I'll put some more electrical tape on it or something. It looks completely, you know, homemade and cheap, but it works. And until I can, you know, maybe one day buy something better and professional, this is what I'm going to be using. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.